Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I have another project showcasing some of the stamp sets that came in the fourth quarter Paper Sweeties Sweet Kit release. And I'm combining it with the Abigail doll. She is so adorable, and the Paper Sweeties shop has a lot of different dolls for you to choose from and a lot more outfits to dress them in. Debbie has lots of different girl dolls to choose from and even a boy doll. So you've got a lot of variety to choose from there, but on top of that, all of the outfits are interchangeable. So you can you can start with just the one doll and pick up a couple outfits, but once you have a second doll, they can share wardrobe and you've just, doubled your versatility. So I think it's awesome that all of the outfits have been designed to work on each of the dolls. So it just really makes great use of kind of this whole paper dolling collection. So I'm leaving my coloring in. I'm using my alcohol markers from Ohuhu, but I just want to show how easy it is to color these images. I'm only using two colors, but what I like to do is just leave a little bit of white, and when I do that final pass in my lighter of the two markers, I just go over the white area one time. And so it almost looks like I've used 3 or 4 colors, because with alcohol markers, the more times you kind of color over the same area, it saturates more and more, the paper saturates more and more of the ink, and it can become darker until it's kind of fully saturated. So by leaving that little bit of white and then only going over it the one time, I create a very light kind of highlight area. So that's sort of, the little tip or trick that I have with these simple images where you still want a little bit of that highlight, a little bit of that shadow, but the images are small. So, fitting in 3 or 4 colors just, for me, just seems not necessary. You can just go over that lightest highlight area in one pass of the marker. So now I'm gonna just fussy cut her outfit, and I'm cutting right to the line. I'm not the best fussy cutter, and even I felt that this was fairly easy to cut around. I think you could probably leave a little bit of a white border, because Abigail herself does come with a coordinating die, and the coordinating die does leave a little bit of that white border. So I think you could go either way, because the outfit still fits her just fine, even when I cut it straight to the line. Now, I'm going to put Abigail in this frame, and she is taller. Like I mentioned, she's a pretty good size, and even though the image is really easy to color in, she's nice and substantial enough that she can really be the focal point of your card. And I'm running her outfit through my Xyron sticker maker. So when you pass this through, it has adhesive on that sticker panel, and that will apply adhesive to the entire piece of cardstock that you run through there. I'm a little bit precious with my Xyron sticker maker because it's not the cheapest adhesive, and so I find it perfect for these paper dolls and their outfits, because they are just wide enough that they fit through, and they take up most of the width of that sticker sheet. So I feel like it's a really good use for my Xyron sticker maker. And I like having adhesive all the way to the edge on the outfit. That way I know it's going to fit perfectly over the entire paper doll and cover everything up. So very, very convenient to use, and also I think a good use of the Xyron. So I did trim off her cute little boots, because she can't entirely fit within this scalloped frame that I have. And that's another set of dies from Paper Sweeties. I love the scallop frame because it's got this version has a bit of a wonkiness to it, which I really like. It's super fun. A lot of other scallop frames that I've seen on the market, they're rather kind of perfect, but this has a more casual wonkiness to it, which I really like. My card today is a US A2 size card, so folded, it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I just scored the front panel 1 3/4 inches from the bottom. And I'm gonna fold that here, and the reason why, there's a couple reasons why I'm folding it so close to the bottom. A lot of times I will make my easel cards where I fold it in half, but I actually want a fair amount of my Abigail portrait to stand up. So that's the reason why I've put the fold a little bit closer to the bottom. And my background panel here is, I embossed it with a Houndstooth Embossing Folder, and that's totally optional, but I do like to emboss my backgrounds just to give it that little extra bit of texture and interest. And for my frame, I've actually layered it up 3 times. I've got a nice looking yellow layer, but if you saw, there was a bit of pink and a little bit of white sandwiched in between. Since you're not going to see that, I just took it as an opportunity to use die cuts that I didn't use on our previous project. And that way my frame has some extra thickness and some extra stability when it stands up. This little topper here is another stamp set from Paper Sweeties, and it does come with a coordinating die set, but I don't have that, so I just fussy cut around the frame, which is really easy to do. And when I attached my Abigail frame, I only glued the bottom edge, and I glued it to my card front below the fold line. And that way, everything above the fold is free and not attached to the card at all. That way, when you open this up and stand it up as an easel, it can stand up straight and lift from the back of the card. I'm using the little pumpkins, though, to kind of hide that fold line, especially since I did cut my matte layer, the orange layer. I did cut that, so I'm trying to kind of hide that cut line a little bit. The reason why I cut it instead of gluing it to my card front and then folding everything is because I was a little bit worried that the extra thickness would make it a little bit too stiff of a fold. And that's why instead of doing that, I just cut my matte layer and then attach the top and bottom half so that they're separate, and that fold can fold really easily. I have the exact same orange cardstock here, and I'm just putting it to, gluing it to the inside of my card. I did leave a good portion of white on the inside of the card. That way I still have space to write a little message and sign the card. And the other nice thing about having this easel, the stopper for my easel, all the way at the bottom here is that when this is on display, if you've got your personal message written at the top, it's at least a little bit, covered. That way, whoever gets this, if they're displaying it, maybe at their office desk, then they don't have that personal message on full display. And the thankful sentiment on the inside of the card, that's another Paper Sweeties stamp set, which I'll link to everything in the description box below in case you're curious to see any of these products. And the little happy sentiment came from the Seasons add-on, which is also from the 4th quarter Paper Sweeties Sweet Kit. So this is my final card. I think it's really adorable how that frame just pops up, and this is definitely a card that's meant to be displayed, and it's a great way to express your thanks. Speaking of thanks, thank you for watching my video, and if you enjoyed it, please consider liking, commenting, and sharing. And if you want to catch new videos as they get released, hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Thanks again, and until my next video, happy crafting and have a fantastic day. Bye!